Yo, what's up everybody? It's another day in Poland and we arrive with my brother Marcin here. He not really speak English, but he's a very nice man. He's a little bit shy as well, normal. We are not like they are not YouTubers as me. Anyways, we arrive in the city of Malbork, where is situated the biggest castle in whole entire Europe. So it's very interesting. It's already bigger city, very nice place. I'm gonna show you around. Still beautiful weather. It's around 22, 23, 25 degree. Sunny day, so it's cool. And welcome to Malbork city. If you're ever gonna come by yourself to see the biggest castle in Europe, you have to Google about this city. Very interesting. A little bit of the old town here. There's some statues of the horse with one of the actually knights, because that's the knight castle. There's fountain, McDonald's obviously, and the castle is behind over there. You can see already in the background. A little bit of the benches and there is the fountain, but for some reason when we arrive, the fountain doesn't really work. But anyways, this is how it looks like. You can just hang out, sit, enjoy your beautiful weather in Malbork. I'm gonna go to the castle somewhere. The sun is very sharp, actually pretty hard to film. Like I said, there's McDonald's over here, so you can park behind and then you can walk to the castle. But first of all, I'm gonna show you around. Also, there is a little beer garden, so perhaps you can enjoy your beverage. In general, it's off season, but still you can find the places. There's the ice cream, there's the kebab, the park, beautiful weather. This is like one of the hotels, and you can just generally come over. Here you go, there are some visitors from Spain, I think, or something, because speak Spanish. And this is the entrance to the castle, Malbork Castle. You have a counter tickets, I'm gonna tell you how much they are, but I'm not going inside because you need to like literally have a whole entire day. But here is like a nice restaurant or something, but they have a very old the cars. They are not cars actually, but when they were using the horses and everything, that's how they were doing it, and they keep it actually in the original shape. You have traditional drinks. This is like very old traditional drinks and beers and the other stuff, and the barrels with the trailer and everything. So very nice place. Show you a little bit more around. Quite a lot of tourists for the off-season actually. The regular ticket with the audio guide costs you 30 Polish currency, for 30 zlotys. You can calculate how much is it. And also in English, of course, you have it like this one. If you would like to have a historical tour, let's say for today as well, it's gonna cost you 70 Polish currency. But I think it's in Polish and in English in general. And that's how does it look like from the outside. It's just the courtyard basically, and we're gonna go on the other side a little bit here of the history. I think we can just generally walk a little bit there. We are still at the other side actually on the courtyard. I just wanted to say a few words about this castle. It was established in 13th century, and that was the knight, of course, the castle, and also the biggest one in Europe, what I mentioned. But also what is very sad actually is that, unfortunately, but of course, for obvious reason, was almost fully destroyed during the Second World War. So it was looking like this one, but the Polish government restored this as much as possible. I will show you, because this castle is not only castle, it's just whole fortress. If you go on the other side, it will be like a river, and it will be the view of the castle, so bear with me. But it's a lot of walking around. In the background we have a train, and we are passing through the wooden bridge. Actually, I don't know where we can go inside. It's been so many years when we were last time, but check this out, how big it is. We're gonna pass through the main gate. Scary. I hope so nobody gonna this fall down or something. No, but this is like a cool castle. I'll show you around. Check this out, the views, but the sun is there. This is like a steel courtyard side, and quite a lot of tourists as well, because of so much the sun facing totally opposite direction. And also the whole entire castle looks totally different and better from the other side. Seeing they're crossing the bridge, still sun is that sharp, it's unbelievable. and you can start seeing some shapes of the castle. So you are crossing the river here actually. I'm gonna show you a little bit around. That's the Nogat river, one of the biggest rivers in Poland obviously. This is part of the Vistula river, which is Wisła in Polish language. And basically that's the views, still beautiful weather. So we're on the other side of the bridge, some tourists walking around. And that's the view of the castle itself. There is also the train is coming. That's like a container train. Actually, this is cisterns, actually, fuel or something. And we're on the other side of the bridge. Basically, there are some tourists passing by. And this is the view of the castle itself. It's the Malbork castle, one more time, the biggest castle in Europe. Even doesn't really look from this perspective. It's really, really huge. And unfortunately, you cannot fly drones here. If you're coming from the other side of the Nogat River, through the bridge, there is like a tavern as people enjoying their time. Check this out. This is music next to the river, drinking their beverage and everything. They're just enjoying the time. And that's basically other side of the street. So you can find the parking on the other side. This is actually main street going to Gdańsk, somewhere over there. And this is how does it look like. Also, it's really nice to enjoy the view of the river and stuff like this one. Some people enjoying their cruise by the little boat and the view of the castle in the background and everything. It's been really so many years when I was here last time, and it's only 50 kilometers from my house actually, exactly 50 kilometers. And as you can see, quite really a lot of people enjoying their time. It's also weekend. It's cool, and the boat is actually passing. We're gonna walk actually on the other side of the castle and going up and back to the city. Also over here you can rent a boat, like a wooden one, and have a cruise across the river, across the castle. So a lot of things to enjoy. Also you can see like this one when you are walking just outside of the castle. I don't know if I mentioned, but this is the biggest medieval castle in Europe. But also by some sources you can see as this is the biggest castle in Europe in general. And also except that as is from 13th century and it was destroyed during the war, this since 1997 it belongs to the UNESCO heritage. So this is like one of these places where you're going to some country, in this particular case to Poland, what you should visit at least once. Not only Krakow, but Krakow is of course beautiful and over UNESCO and the whole city most likely, but this one is also worth a visit in the northern part of Poland. Also recently, you have, except the views like this one, you have a nice promenades and everything. Some of people who visited Poland long time ago may don't remember this one, but a lot of things has changed recently. That's the castle from the other hand. I think that's the last view, and overall that's the footpath and the promenades next to the river. Just you cannot swim inside. This is how you can enjoy. Also similarly, like I saw somewhere in Australia, I think they have you know, the special drawer with the books where you can bring and you can read it. Nice. This is different in general, what I gotta tell you. Then you have a very interesting residential area. That's the brand new townhouses facing the river of Nogat. Actually, is where we were walked, and just literally behind the castle. So you have a view of the castle over there, and this is basically, this is it. And I think they're gonna open the full strip of the restaurants later on. Side of the castle and the old town, there is like a part of the gate to the fort and a little bit of the old wall. What was older towns had the walls like this one. And also I'm gonna show you a little bit of the history in 3 languages. Like this one, there's down there in English. You can read it if you want, stop it. And that's the miniature of the town, how it was look like. That was the town just next to the castle. Castle looks like this one, and the original name of the town, it was Marienburg. Here we go, we come back to the center. The fountain is whoa, so big actually. It's working. I'm gonna go there, show you a little bit of the old town, but not like an old town where is the castle, just the old town. And of course this is the knight on his horse. I'm not gonna climb it, I think I'm too old for already for that, but the kids can do whatever they like, of course. and then you can have ice cream or something. It's a little bit off season, but it's weekend, so there is still open actually. So September is pretty nice. And this is police in Poland. We have cars like this one, and overall patrolling is making everybody safe. This is very important in general. And I think this one should give you the water, but I don't know if it's working. But long time ago, for sure.
We all live on time we borrow, time our children to us lend. Here today, but gone tomorrow, like a spark fly in the wind. We all look up to our fathers, all our lives if all is right, and we all need our mothers when the day is dark as night, and the drums of war are getting louder, a sound you never heard before. Gonna come to your town, gonna find your corner, and we'll soon be knocking on your door. Someone pulls an easy trigger, puts another to the ground. Disbelief, staring at his fingers, through which his blood runs with his life.
Alright, I just show you today the Malbork city. Looks like this one. Put you a little bit at the end of the old town. Every major city and smaller and medium-sized city will have old towns like this one. Also, to next upcoming days, I will of course go to the bigger city, like a major city like Gdańsk for sure. I will show you a little bit more. I will go to Poznań, maybe to Wrocław, maybe somewhere else. That was my brother. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on next one tomorrow, as always.